Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, this is Rico. What is so complicated about handing the ball off to Chubb or Hunt? I understand that the Browns are one of the league leaders in carries and rush yards per game. But when you really need a few yards or when it's crunch time, it seems like Stefanski refuses to hand the ball off and puts the ball into Jacoby's hands time and time again. Why does he keep doing the same thing over and over again? That's just the question I wanted to ask. Thanks. Go Browns.
Mary Kay, I will let you answer this. I've answered it a couple of times already this week.
Well, first of all, as far as the running game is concerned, Nick Chubb has, I think, the most carries in the NFL. This is a pass, it's also a pass-oriented team, and, they have their game plans and the ways that they want to accomplish things. And, there are some weeks, like against the Patriots, where it really seemed like they didn't run the ball enough. It was more balanced this week, and it didn't seem, to be as off kilter as it was the week before. So, we'll just have to see how it goes. But, they do run Nick an awful lot, and it doesn't really occur to me most of the time that they're not using Nick enough.
Yeah, and again, play calling is one of those things. When it works, you're a genius. When it doesn't work, why didn't you call this? I mean, it's a no-win situation for a play caller. Along those lines, though, Nick Chubb, this is what he has done. Pro Football Focus, his rankings, he is first in the following: 740 rush yards, 510 yards after contact, 8 rushing touchdowns, 47 missed tackles that he has forced, and explosive runs, those are 10 yards plus, 24. First in all those categories. So I get why you want to use Nick Chubb more, but they're using Nick Chubb pretty effectively is what that graphic tells me.
Yeah, they really are. And, I'm sure there are certain areas where they could use him a little more. It probably cannot hurt. But again, in this past game, I didn't really necessarily feel like they weren't using him enough. There were a couple times where they tried to change it up a little bit with Kareem Hunt, and he got knocked back 5 and 4 yards because Patrick Queen kind of run blitzed and it wasn't picked up, and he got into the backfield in a hurry. But for the most part, last game, I did not think that Nick Chubb did not get the ball enough.
The other thing is, and a lot of people make a whole lot about the 3rd and 2 where they threw the ball to Jacoby Brissett. Single coverage on Amari Cooper. They had the look that so when they are game planning, they say, if we get this look, we want to do this. Well, they got the look they wanted, so that's why they weren't running Nick Chubb. There are contingencies and things they're looking for to exploit. Unfortunately, it was an offensive pass interference call on that play.
Yeah, they're trying to win the game there. I mean, they're trying to be aggressive and win the game. And when they saw a one-on-one shot, Amari Cooper versus Marcus Peters, they're going to take that 9 times out of 10 because they know that's a matchup that Amari can win. And he basically did, but, with the hand fighting, he's the one that got called for it. And, and what can you do? I mean, there's nothing that you can do about that. But that really did cost them, and it was unfortunate and for them. And, what can you say? Like I said earlier in the show, those things have a tendency to even out over time, but that one was a killer.
Well, that means there should be some good things happening late in games for the Browns because it has swung the other way the last few games.